What? Oh, come on. Okay. Anyways.
Training again. You're certainly working hard, Caspar.
Oh, Edelgard. You scared me. You should have said something.
I did, but no matter. What has you training with such intensity? It's never good to neglect one's training, but overdoing it is ill-advised as well. You could already give any student here a battle they wouldn't soon forget.
You think so? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I can't really stop training, though. I gotta get better if I expect to get anywhere in this world.
If memory serves, you're the second son of House Burgleys, right?
That's right. My older brother is the heir, and there are already too many mouths to feed in our family, so I can't count on any support. I pretty much have to make it on my own, you know?
I understand. It's difficult being born a noble. Those who inherit everything also inherit great burdens, but the same can be said of those who inherit nothing.
What are you talking about? I don't have any troubles. Who cares if I don't inherit anything? It just means I get to cut a path to my own future. You know what your problem is, Edelgard? You always have to make everything about you.
Are you picking a fight, Caspar?
Hey, now come on. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Always happy to fight, though, if that's what you want.
I have no desire to bicker with you. Good luck with your training. Goodbye.
What was that about? I'll never understand her.
Hubert?
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for the other day. You know, when I fainted. Thank you for carrying me back to my room.
That was nothing. It saved me effort in the long run. Leaving you there would have just caused even more trouble.
I guess that's true. Well, thanks. There, I said it, and now I'm going.
Is this why you've been circling me like a vulture for the last several hours?
Vulture's a bit... well, yes.
Yet you would have fled if I'd approached. It seems you will avoid me at almost any cost.
Well, that's...
You don't need to say it. I know. I'm frightening. I'm told so often.
Please don't laugh like that!
Apologies. I will be mindful not to laugh in your presence from now on.
The grin of death itself! Terrifying!
You think so?
Oh no, now you're angry too!
Hardly. I'm sorry to have frightened you.
No, you're not! It's a trick! You're lulling me into a false sense of security! I can't stand it!
She's a lost cause.
Hello, Juan Andre. Dakoita Dream Whisperer by a Mind Blast Adam. Platy Cloud, what's up, guys? And Cord. Go, Cord. GM. And crush them like a bug. I mean, don't do that. So I've decided to make a vow. I'm going to not turn off the music all day today. I have my kimono. And we'll see how bad it is. And how much it drives me insane. Oh, I should close the spreadsheet. I'm not using it right now. Just wasted cycles. Yeah, exactly, Takoida. The general idea, though, and I mean this sincerely, is this is day 4. and the music hasn't really changed and is still driving me nuts. Like, we're entering second negative territory, you know what I mean? That being said, well, yeah, sure, Leander, here, check it out. We'll just do this, and oh, it's not an option. It's only for the auxiliary stuff, Leander. That's all it is. Yeah, exactly, Cloud of the Stars. It's not really a negative for the music. I actually do like these songs, even the one that's playing right now. It's just they play over and over and over, and like I demonstrated yesterday, it just drives me insane after a while. Anyways, so I discovered something last night. In fact, hang on, let me pull up the quote. How many of you have ever played any of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms series? Now, I kind of have. Like, I played the SNES version, and that's basically it. But that's by Koei Tecmo, also known as the people who made this game. In case you're missing that, and I quote, Intelligent Systems provided Koei Tecmo with a minimum crew of several designers, a music composer, and an advisor to the programmers, and then we left Koei Tecmo in charge of basic game development. So, that probably helps to explain why this game feels so differently from a typical Fire Emblem in terms of its game construction. Because it wasn't actually made by Intelligent Systems. I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. Actually, quite the contrary. I do kind of like the idea of where this is going. Someone asked me the other day, I think it was Valerian, asked me what I think of the game so far, and I don't want to put a finger on it just yet, but I kind of think this might be my favorite Fire Emblem in terms of gameplay, like in terms of combat. And I'm still kind of hesitant to put a finger on that, but that is the direction I'm leaning right now. Yeah, I thought I had some quests. So let's go do some quests. Wait, did we already do those quests? We did not. Okay, yeah, let's go kill people. Yes, Adam, as long as you're not on hard difficulty. Hard difficulty prevents you from infinite grinding, but both normal and casual will allow you to. I say normal and casual, I'm sorry, hard difficulty doesn't actually exist yet. It'll be patched in. No, Dakota, though I noticed that too, actually. Sure. Okay.
Stay focused.
I will get the victory.
To work.
That would make sense. I wonder if you can remount. Unfortunately, we don't have a Pegasus unit again to try, but whenever we get one, I'll try to see if we can demount and then remount. Ah, whatever. Let's just sweep quickly.
No use.
Wouldn't surprise me, Cloud of the Stars.
I will prevail.
Damn it, Bio. There's such a thing as too much theming, damn it. Yeah.
Let us away. Oh no.
Battle.
That's my cue.
I'm sorry, I just realized I didn't say hi. First of all, hi, Tessie. But second of all, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. There it is, Papa Danes. Welcome to my stream. As I like to say to basically everyone who sticks their head in here, don't be a stranger. Unless you want to be, you know. We don't punish lurking here, but if you want to talk or chat or thought or share or think or whatever, you're more than welcome to. What, you mean like I have on right now, Adam? This is about as instant as it gets. Yeah, no kidding, Lander. But don't worry, we will truly make her our one true love. Yeah, we could set it to normal, for example, and that would be less. We could also see this. Yeah, let's try that. This might be as skippable as we're getting. So let's see what happens here. Whoops. I love that too, Alex. Especially doing the morning commute. I didn't even see that, Adam. Wow, it completely redid my formation. Look at that. Oh my god. And we're done. Charge. Apparently it is one term only, though. One turn. And it just completely, like, stuff happened. People have taken damage. Charge. Jesus. That speeds this up a little, don't it? Yikes. Holy crap. Thank you very much, Upon a Time. Much appreciate the sub, as always. Thank you, sir. Unfortunately, you didn't say where you want to put that. And you know what that means. It is stabbing time, sir. Yeah, my morning commute is about 10 feet. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to say something upon a time. So we're probably getting rid of the FF6 IDC upon a time. In favor of the FF IDC. Or I guess I should say the FF's IDC. So if you want to put that towards the FF IDC, then that is totally a thing I can do. So it looks like we really can just blaze through these side battles. Like, that was, what, 4 minutes? In fact, we should time this. Hang on. You know, all animations off. And auto-battling. Let's see how long this takes. Because that's probably how you're supposed to grind in this game here. I got my stopwatch ready. And you got it, Upon a Time. Upon a Time. No, I really didn't doubt him. I forgot to change the music. Alright, hang on. So, start. Okay. Charge! And yeah, I agree, Dakota. The one and only weakness our character has basically low defense. Which I may end up working on. I don't know. I've kind of... I'm hesitating on really leveling my characters all that much, except for the main character.
Such power. Greatness awaits.
I don't either, Blue Wolf. At least not on this difficulty. No, Alex. We'll be switching around the order slightly. I'd have to check my own Discord notes for exactly how we'll be doing it, but... It'd be something like 13, 13-2, 13-3. 10, 12.
What did I expect?
No, I'm saying that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 13, 13-2, 13-3. 10, 12.
Oh, I get it now.
And then 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, I think is the rough order we'd be doing it in. Something like that.
This'll...
And that was 1 minute and 40 seconds. Just sweep. Yeah. Yeah, I might do that for the side battles. Although I need to turn the animations back on for the main battles. Well, I don't have to, but I'm probably going to. What about your question? Oh, what's my opinion? Gosh, I don't think I have one. I have no opinion. Beep, boop. I must dance, dance. Well, the idea, Alex, is to do them in brackets. So we've got the NES bracket, the SNES bracket, the PS1 bracket, the PS2 bracket, the PS3 bracket. Those are the brackets. Then we want to generally do them from worst to best. And we want to end on 6. So, 1, 2, 3, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 13, 13, 2, 13, 3, 10 and 12, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6. Make sense? Can I just say that I hate those default animations? Like that, like, arm pumping animation?
No. I have to...
Well, that's not happening until probably early next year, upon a time. Although some of you might want to, those of you who are patrons might want to pay attention to your patronage, say, what is that going to be? Looks like Thursday. That would be awesome, Adam. You kidding me? I would be all over that.
Professor.
No. Cyril's bird. I don't even know who Cyril is. Here, have some flowers. Ah, that kid. Right.
It is done.
Well, he doesn't matter because he's a guy.
quick study. One step before the next step.
I actually have a couple people at B plus now. Bernadetta is a B plus. Petra is a B plus. And Lindhart. Those are my B pluses. And of course, Shamir came with an A. Probably never, Papa Danes. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, no, we've got at least 2 Pokemon games on the docket. And I won't make you check the website, because I know nobody likes to check the website. But those would be Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Shield. I don't know, Adam. We'll find out soon.
Thank you so much.
My support level with Manuela is... I must have gone right by. There it is. B. We're at B support with Manuela. Huh. Interesting lineup, I just realized.
Bernadetta, if you have a moment, I would like to discuss what happened before.
My nemesis! The hour of fate arrives. Help!
I am not here to hurt you. You need not even open the door. Just listen to me.
I don't have to open the door? Is this a truce? Okay. I like truces.
Thank you. I would like to apologize for sticking my nose into your business the way I did. I thought you might be unhappy all cooped up in there, and that maybe I could help. But I've had time to reflect on what you said, and I realize I was mistaken.
Oh, thanks for caring, but I'm fine, actually.
I see that. I suppose that is what I'm trying to say. I should not have pushed you to do something that you did not wish to do. And for me to frighten you like that? That was unbecoming conduct for a noble.
Maybe a little bit.
Frankly, I am embarrassed by my behavior. I disgraced myself. As for my injury, you need not feel guilty or afraid. The sprain was a result of my own thoughtlessness, not anything you did. I have always strived to be a good person, but I suppose all that striving was for nothing. I have failed in my duty as a noble.
Ferdinand?
Yes, Bernadetta?
I don't really know much about this sort of thing, but you shouldn't say things like that about yourself. It wasn't all your fault, you know. I'm to blame too. I hurt you, and I'm sorry.
Really, it is fine. It healed quickly.
And it wasn't for nothing either.
I am not so sure.
I do like my time alone. Actually, it's more of a need. But you're right. I also need to venture out every once in a while. Maybe if I work as hard as you do, I can try it a little more.
Yes, keep working at it. You are already much more outgoing than you used to be.
When I mess up, or even when it's just a bad day, it's hard for me to step outside. I'm too scared. But the next day, I try again, because I know that one mistake doesn't ruin everything. So you're still... I mean, just because you... That doesn't mean... I don't know how to put it, but that's how it is. So, the end.
What a graceful end to the conversation.
Hey! Come on, that was serious! At least I got you to laugh.
Well, that was actually pretty sweet. Ferdinand, I will spare you when I take over the world. But let's see how Ferdinand does with Mercedes. Dun dun dun.
Oh, Mercedes. This is unexpected.
Hello, Ferdinand. Did you come to pray?
I did. I quite like the atmosphere in the cathedral. It is holy and solemn. Perfectly suited to a noble, wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
You guess so? I think the matter is rather clear-cut. It is incumbent upon nobles that we pray regularly to the goddess. The piety of the nobles is a model for commoners. It teaches them the value of devotion.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. I couldn't agree more.
These days, many nobles scarcely, if ever, pray. Look around. You and I are alone in this cathedral. It is really quite a shame.
Well, I don't really know that I count as a noble anyway.
I am afraid the nobility seems to be losing its way. When you pray, you are usually alone, right?
Yes, you're right. I usually am.
Precisely. Where are the others? Of course you cannot force people to worship. That is out of the question. Nobles must determine for themselves what they will believe and how they will pray. A religion foisted on you without your say is not much of a religion at all. Do you not agree?
Don't say it.
Yes, I definitely...
Don't say a bloody word.
Definitely agree.
On the other hand, we cannot stand idly by while...
It was great talking to you, but I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'm gonna head off to bed. Good night.
All in all, one has to conclude. Mercedes, where did she go? I must have inspired her to go out and revive the faith. Perhaps I should do the same. I cannot let her show me up.
I guess we'll do a seminar, because we've already done the battles. Where's my handy dandy recruitment guide? Now that we've finally got Mercedes, we need to get someone else. Let's see. Strength and Lance. Sure. Where's Lance? What have we got? Lance people. Lance people. I can do it. No. I need someone else to teach me about lances. Yeah, we'll do that.
I still have much to learn.
My efforts were not...
Ooh, chicken or turkey or something.
I think I...
Super motivated, even though it doesn't matter. It's time to battle. Or, it's time for calm. I don't know. I can't think of anything funny. Whatever. Remind me to turn on the animations so we don't breeze through this really quick.
Thank you.
Auto kids.
Gronder Field is in the Empire. It's actually part of my family's territory, House Burgley's. It is the largest field in all of Fodlan. The grain it produces sustains the whole Empire. Wait, I sure hope we don't destroy all that grain.
It is considered the most suitable place for a large-scale battle.
Professor, if it were up to you, how would you approach this battle?
I mean, I gotta be honest, we're gonna be berserkering.
That sounds like a certain someone we both know. But as you wish, we'll use whatever strategy you think is best. If the Black Eagle House bands together, we won't lose.
Our strength is superior. So if we do lose, it will be on your shoulders, Professor.
Thanks.
If you are not confident you can do this, just sit back and leave it to me.
The most you will do is make things worse. You'll just get in Lady Edelgard's way.
Are you two about to fight? Oh, count me in! Wait, no, I think we all need to calm down.
We have no lack of opponents. I am ready to go hunting for our enemies.
Hunting isn't exactly... Well, I guess they're pretty similar, actually.
I'm just gonna hide in the fort and cheer everyone on. There, is a fort, right?
Sure, but it's deep in enemy territory. How kind of you to offer to cut through for us.
What? No, that's not what I meant! Good work, Bernie.
This will be your first battle, won't it, Flane? You don't seem nervous at all.
I shall give it my all.
Our battle will begin shortly. The flag of the Black Eagles will soon grace Gronder Field.
Archers to the left of them. Wait, no. I got a better one.
So much. Thank you.
High schoolers to the left of them. High schoolers to the right of them. High schoolers in front of them volleyed and thundered. Into the mouth of hell. Strode the 600. I don't remember the whole poem. We only had a couple war games. No, this is a war game. But for the most part, we've been fighting against, bandits and whatnot. So, animations on. Animations on. Keep that of that. Leave that as off. Yeah, we actually took out pirates last time. Okay. Shamir, unavailable. Aw. Oh, well, we have basically everyone deployed, so it's whatever. And Casper is worthless, as usual. We've only encountered one total. It was a boss fight, Adam. But, well, no, that's not true. We had one, and then there was another one, which was an optional encounter in, like, the very next fight. So we have had two, Adam.
The battle of the Eagle and Lion is set to begin at long last. Everyone, show off the results of your dedicated training.
Remember, we're not just fighting for honor. There's a prize at stake.
It's almost time to begin. Steel yourselves, everyone.
You all should know, I am not about to go easy on you today.
Oh, they can totally hear each other.
As long as we can pull off the win, doesn't matter how.
Our victory must be absolute, no matter what it may take.
I am all-powerful.
It is time.
Forward, now!
Doesn't start on a charge? What are you doing?
For honor!
Remember, don't kill anyone.
The ballista in the center of the battlefield. The house that secures it will have a clear advantage.
Okay, so.
I will prevail.
Stay focused.
I'm gonna send out my three heavies just right up front. While I debate what I'm gonna do with the rest. Actually, not sure what I'm gonna do with the rest. I think so, Dakota. God, we're not even at the... So can I just say something? So there's a time skip, right? It happens in Chapter 12. That was apparently spoiled in an E3. I have to say apparently. I have no memory of this, even though I've been covering every E3, so... obviously I had to have seen it. But I bring this up because why would you spoil something that happens like it's in the middle of the freaking game? We've been playing this game for 4 days now. And if not for the fact that that was spoiled at E3, I wouldn't even know it existed.
victory.
Like, think about that for a second.
Let us away.
Oh no.
Like, it's just such a bizarre decision on their part. Damn it, I wish I'd seen that earlier. Yeah, by the way, yeah, pretty much Bio. And it's like, what? Why? As I mentioned in my rumination, that was actually spoiled for me, which I was not super happy about. Where is the ballista? I'm guessing that's... Yeah, that's got to be the ballista spot. I can barely see it. And now I literally can't see it. It's there, trust us! Ugh. I just... whatever. Remind me to break Bernadetta off. Like, I actually screwed up, so we're going to have to recover that. So instead, we'll send...
As you wish.
Battle.
And Mercedes will go over here. Ow.
Should I have held back?
The Black Eagles and Blue Lions are fighting. Maybe we can sneak right past them.
Yeah, like I said, even I did, Bio, and I'm a total noob to this franchise. I just realized this is probably going to be a long battle since we're fighting basically two other armies. And we're even in a race on the matter.
I will remove you!
Goodbye.
I will not be stopping.
So, first of all, switch Bernadetta over. And replace her with him. I'm pretty sure getting hit by a ballista rubber bolt would still hurt like hell. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Sweet of you.
Nah, I think that's worth it. We bought it from Batman. All his stuff is innately non-lethal for some reason.
Should I have held back?
Listen, The Rock is literally superhuman in Fast and Furious, so that doesn't surprise me.
A stronghold for me to seize? Splendid.
Shut up, Lawrence. Your face is nightmarish.
There goes Lawrence acting on his own. Guess we've got no choice but to capture the central hill and cover it.
No, Ferdinand, you were so worthless. Alright, Petra, I want you to kill this guy. No, not literally.
One more success.
Damn. 40% chance to hit, guys. Ah!
Can I go now?
Sorry. Just Bernadetta, ladies and gentlemen.
Much needed.
Hey, yeah, so I'd really like to have that spot. Do you mind giving it to me? Really appreciate it. Thanks.
You fought well.
Let's go and draw some fire with her. Meanwhile, hey Ferdinand, you think you could take him? Nope. Remind me to check my weapons after this battle. Let's go and just sidle over here. Deal with this.
Witness.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Dakota. But that's why Bernadetta's kind of moving that direction. So we'll see. And we'll heal you, Ferdinand, just because you're a meat shield. That's what you do with meat shields. I've tanked before, I know how this works. You're useful only so long as you're taking damage. No, it's Ingrid. No, Ingrid's dead. Sorry. Wait a minute, you're not supposed to fight each other. You're supposed to fight me. Me. Did you just willingly attack Bernadetta?
I think I got it.
Whatever. Oh wow, Lorenz dodged.
I think not.
Twice! I'm pretty sure it's a class thing, Dakota. Either that or it's her thing, one of the two. It's not a default, is what I'm trying to say. Damn it, they got a kill in. Their score is 1. Compared to our, like, 15. Seriously, though, we need to kill everyone. So...
Caution is needed.
No kidding.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
That was nothing.
Huh. Clearly a deliberate reference. Really? Oh, I think I did that wrong. Yeah, I did. No, I still don't have the range. Damn, alright, whatever. Actually, I don't know if spells can crit. That doesn't matter.
I won't.
Meanwhile... Oh, I haven't gone with Petra yet. Yeah, finish him, would you?
I will win! Flame Spirit, protect me.
A striking display.
Down, boy. Yeah, so,
Got him!
that. Although she is starting to run out of durability.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, get down here, would you? Let's see. Do I care about the ballista at all? Thinking I don't yet. Not really. I think we'll just move Bernadetta down there. Learned ability, Advantage. Well, there you go. He doesn't need to be a hero. He just gets Vantage now. Jesus. Yeah, honestly, I just wanted to drive south. I want to kill as many of them before they can kill each other as possible. Yeah, sadly, we killed all the flyers on the initial barrage. I don't know if I want to do that yet, though. Vantage allows you to counterattack first if you are attacked, Andre. In fact, if I could switch ability... I need to check if I can switch abilities right now. Because if I can, holy crap, that is going to be a godsend for him. I already used the Counter-Strike method on him. Like, that's half my strategy with him. So, let's see. Can I switch abilities now? Probably not. I'm guessing I cannot. Yeah, I really doubt it. Yeah. Ah, well. Out of combat, I'm going to put Vantage on him. No, that's the high ground, Adam. Completely different ability. Oh! I'm sitting here wondering why my weapons are so low on durability. I basically auto-aid through 2 battles. That's why. God, lore. So, yeah, let's grab a sword. Let's just go ahead and get a new steel sword there. There we go. That didn't even take up a turn.
That is that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to juggle that. Alright, so I can hit the entire universe. Let's see here. Doesn't do a lot of damage, though. Yikes. In fact, that does crap damage. Holy God. Sure.
Well done.
Entire... Listen, you can only hit one spot in the universe at a time, okay? It's not full AoE. It's like crap AoE.
Thank you.
Yeah, main character still needs 2 healers to back him up. On the other hand, Edelgard, she's just gonna go down here and be like, hi. How are things going? Who's left? Oh, the entire eastern flank.
I thank you.
They mentioned that earlier, Cloud.
I will get the
Now, they didn't fully explain it, but the basic idea is that since Manuela can't get involved in the fighting... There we go. No, that's still not going to do it. What the hell? You know, whatever. So the other teacher bowed out. Now that doesn't explain why we don't get to bow out, but you know, whatever. I'm not complaining. You know, I've got my sword. My sword thirsts. Frostborn hungers, I believe, is the correct terminology. Yeah, near as I can tell, by the way, there's almost no disadvantage to having mounted characters in general. But given how difficult it is to get to mounted, like, it's not easy to get your character to the point where they can have a mounted class at all. So it kind of makes sense. It is basically a straight upgrade.
Weak.
God, poor Raphael. Would you stop getting kills? Oh, it's Sylvain. Well, it's very simple, Console Hot. It's because I am the Lich King. You see, I have no fondness for your humans. In fact, I plan to scour you from this planet. And make no mistake, I have the power to do it. Near as I can tell, Takoida, and I mean this sincerely, I could probably just hold back and wait and let them go after each other if I wanted to. The downside is you get a special bonus prize for getting the most kills, and they mentioned that at the beginning of the map and a few times in the cutscenes leading up to it. And I want that thing. So I'm pretty sure I could just sit back here and let the two go at each other if I wanted to. And I only point that out because I kind of like that that's a thing. Because I'm a weirdo.
I will not be stopping.
So we're going to pile drive south. Oh, Archer Corps. Yeah, that sounds like fun. My healers are like trying to catch up to me. Like, wait! Why is he so fast? Meanwhile, Edelgard, who I really want many people to attack. Hi! Hi, Marianne. I want to recruit you, too, but I'm probably not going to. All, Adam? Is that a valid answer? All? I think we'll go with all. Alright, what do we got here? I kind of want to snipe, you know, get killing blows kind of a thing. But since I can't, we'll just weaken people. Oh, sorry, Console Hot. I suppose none of the above? See, the problem is the Lich King has always been an amalgam entity. So you've got the essence of the Lich King, you've got Ner'zhul, you've got Arthas, and you've got Bolvar. There's a reason why I've always made the distinction when it comes to talking about the characters of which Lich King I am referring to. But if you want a more concrete answer, I suppose it would be simplest to say that I just find the very concept of undeath to be interesting, as it's usually portrayed. I find Warcraft's take on, you know, the whole setting's take on undeath to be one of the better takes on undeath. And the Lich King just kind of personifies a lot of things that I find very fascinating and interesting. That's all. So, yep, blah, 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 blah. Actually, I'm surprised they haven't gone for that yet, Blackfall. Yeah, there's a reason for that, Gulflavius. Actually, I've never been a big fan of vampires, weirdly
Think this through.
They're going to completely ignore me and go for her. That's actually really irritating. Hang on. Let me limit their options a little bit.
Should I have held back?
But yeah, in my experience, too often vampires in fiction tend to lean on the gross button rather than any of the more interesting aspects about them. Like, look at Skyrim. It's a bad example because it's Skyrim, but think about that for a second. Ooh. I don't think he could survive that, so let's not do that. Let's do that. He might survive that.
Back to the fray.
Honestly, I think Petra needs to start shifting to this front. I've got enough firepower on the eastern front. I would drag him there, though, which I don't actually want to do.
Well done.
Growth is a part of life.
I will prevail.
Yeah. I was thinking the mage, but honestly, taking out one of their swordsmen's, which will basically... Oh! Which would have completely covered my central front, would have been fine. Whatever. But of course I missed. That's my fault. I should have used an ability.
Time to cross blades. I never imagined such a day would come to pass.
If the Empire and the Kingdom go to war, we'll be able to fight as much as we please.
I'm sorry, but that is not something to joke about. The thought of fighting you is troubling at best.
In that case, I wonder when you'll be able to stomach facing me in battle. Do you need a few moments?
It's our chance to prevail.
And of course he uses a frickin'... Really? Just, really? That's like the worst thing he could have done there.
We'll make our move.
Really? What are they doing? Also, Sylvain is turning out to be pretty good with the javelin there. Good lord. So yeah, that's the one that's gonna hurt, but whatever. So it's gonna hit Ferdinand. The other one's gonna hit Ferdinand. I think he'll live through this. Like, his weapons are completely broke, so he's literally just a meat shield right now. Alright. Let's just kind of assure this, shall we?
Think this through.
Yeah, so I really do need him to die. Thank you.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Yeah, let's just body block there. Basically, the more RNG, the worse, Adam. So it's like a gradient. And the more out of your control the RNG is, the worse. At least for me. Yeah.
We must all do our part. Well done.
I can fight through anything.
God, no you can't, Ferdinand. You are dying horribly. You're lucky that I have... Oh, no. Don't want to activate him yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring out the big guns. At least I think that's the big gun. Nope, Banshee's the big gun. My bad. Crit! Oh my god! That was a 7% chance to crit, too.
How humiliating. This...
I'm counting on you.
I mean, she's super dead. Yes, Adam. Takoda answered you earlier. Why did you ignore Takoda, Adam? Why would you do that? Yeah, let's try to get Ferdinand a little bit of health. So he doesn't die. Not that I care. Die, Ferdinand! Hang on a second. Yeah, so far there have been exactly 2, and they've both been bosses.
No hard feelings.
Aren't you glad I poached her to my team? Okay, who's left? Oh, just Ferdinand.
Ferdinand von Eyre.
Yeah, he is just worthless right now. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm debating Takoda. I think I will go for that. I can't use him to body block this turn, so I might as well go ahead and focus on doing... Why do you keep using these oh my god, that actually hurt. For once. No. Sylvain just took out a woman. Oh my god. And that's going to be the end of Dorothea. Yeah. Oh, now you're getting involved. Yeah, I'd like a new spear, please. I'll even give you a steel one. There you go, buddy. How do I want to line this up? Damn. I was hoping for that second crit. But...
I will prevail.
I think you're right, Cloud. That would explain why it's doing so much less damage.
I cannot fight any longer. I'm sorry, everyone. Please continue onward to victory.
great chance for me to find out if the Sword of the Creator really is all it's cracked up to be. On that note, you'd better not surrender too quickly.
If you insist.
Watch and learn. I hate to say it, but it seems we're at a stalemate. Looks like the Golden Deer won't be winning this round.
That's not the definition of a stalemate, buddy. They have 2 units left. I just noticed there's a chest on the map. God, I need to pay more attention. The Kingdom General is just hanging out over there, being a weirdo.
A great help.
So what do you got? I will defeat you, Edelgard, the evil one, who is totally the Flame Emperor. Yes, let's go get us a chest, shall we? Let's see, who do I want to give the kill here? There's only one possible response to that. Aw, that won't kill her. Aw. Wow, that just will do nothing to her. Yeah, sure, there. Use a bow. Oh, that's a good point. I'm gonna have to convoy, aren't I? Damn it! Not being a thief sucks. Note to self, be a thief forevermore. Level 20 for Bernadetta.
I can improve too, yeah.
Makes her our 3rd level 20, after me and Petra. That last guy's like, what should I do? I'm just gonna stand here. Let's see. Why are none of my healing items happening? Restore HP each turn. Like, seriously, that hasn't been working this entire game. Does anyone know why? Like, the March ring... Oh, I can only have one ring equipped at a time. I don't even see that. Oh, that sucks! Oh, that sucks so badly. That's the worst thing in the universe. This game sucks! Negative 50 to everything. Alright, hang on. That substantially changes what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and store that, store that. Let's go ahead and grab a chest key. Yeah, I was just going to dump them all on one main character. But, yeah. Pretty OP, admittedly, Adam. Although, in fairness, it's usually pretty hard to get a hold of said rings. Yeah, I'm gonna just pour stat ups into the main character. Oops, chest. Killer Lance. Oh, cool. Alright, Petra, you got this. Maybe. Everyone else just take 5. Petra might have this. So it looks like the goddess ring heals for 5 each turn. Honestly, given his situation, that sounds like the right choice for him. Since defense is his weak point.
I am aware of your weakness.
As I said, it's a weakness to being stabbed. Okay, we better have won that.
Disappointing.
That is the end of this year's Battle of the Eagle and Lion. And the winners are...
the Black Eagles.
Thank you.
Thank you for your hard work, everyone. I dare say that prize is as good as ours.
I mean, obviously not, Leander. As MVP. Me. Yeah, I was just waiting for the... And then a dragon attacks or something. Like, that's just primo time for that. Especially since there was no foreshadowing about it.
That was a spectacular battle. You both fought exceptionally well.
Complete and utter defeat. I would hate to make an enemy of you two.
No need to get carried away with praise. I know you both feel we won by a paper-thin margin. And I won't deny it. If we were to fight again, there's no telling who would prevail. What do you think, Professor?
They were nothing compared to my overwhelming might. I mean, they kind of were. We kind of swept them.
Professor, well, I suppose it's okay to let victory go to your head just this once.
In any case, I hope the day never comes when we have to put this experience to use.
Hint, hint.
I would hate to know a future in which I'm forced to cross swords with you.
Hint, hint.
Although the Battle of the Eagle and Lion was originally named after a war between the Empire and the Kingdom. But that's all in the past. I'm sure even the name will one day fade from the pages of history.
I mean, yeah.
How admirable, Teach. On that note, I have a proposition. When we get back to Garreg Mach, let's have a grand feast to break down the walls between our respective houses. And by a grand feast, I mean a fairly regular feast in the dining hall.
It would be a fine opportunity to get to know each other better. Count me in.
So be it. Let's plan to meet up on the night we return. Is that okay with you, Professor?
I can't help but notice that she's the only one who wasn't all in on that. Like, the other two were like, yeah, this will be awesome. And she's like, I suppose.
Seeing such a big smile on your face is a rare gift. It makes me feel like I can maybe relax a little too.
I know, right, Adam? I mean, come on, game. Laid it on a little thick.
Finally over. There are way too many strangers at that feast.
Put your chin high, Bernie. It was a chance for you to have growth.
But everyone was acting so friendly. It was overwhelming.
Linhardt, I wasn't done talking to you. If those Alliance guys came at it from here, and those Kingdom guys came from there...
I know. We'd have been able to take them out all at once. I heard you. I'm going to bed now.
Did anyone get the feeling that there were already couples forming? That's not really fair, is it? I wanted to sneak off with someone too.
I was hoping for some tea after our meal anyway. Would you care to join me?
Thanks, but no thanks, Mr. Noble. I already have my heart set on someone else.
I sure hope it's not your teacher.
Until today, I thought it would fall to me to command and guide our ranks all by myself. But with you leading us, I've gotten to experience what it's like to fight alongside everyone. And I've realized how happy it makes me, fighting under your command. The Emperor doesn't take orders from anyone. It's their duty to stand alone and lead the entire Empire. But maybe it's better to have someone to rely on, so that you can support and guide each other through the darkness.
This is a good time to mention something. This isn't really a spoiler, but you're kind of the good guy, right? Like, I hate to say that, but no matter which option you pick, you are still, morally speaking, a good aligned individual, right? I point that out because I have come to understand that no matter which side you pick, that side becomes more good because you are present. In short, you become something of a morality pet for whoever you decide to side with. Now, that also means that they all kind of become their worst selves without you. So, Yeah, exactly. We're an influencer. That's exactly right, Leander. So, Claude becomes more... Claude becomes more connected to people and more willing to trust. Dimitri kind of tones back some of the zealotry, and Edelgard becomes more inclined to think of people as people rather than units on a field. So...
I may be heir to the Imperial throne, but first and foremost, I'm your grateful student. That will never change, even when I fulfill my destiny and become the Emperor. I told you long ago that I wish to enlist you in the service of the Empire. Well, I take it back. Now I wish only for your continued guidance during my eventual reign.
Don't just hide away in the corner, Professor. You're the reason we're celebrating.
It's because of you that I've had the courage to leave my room for a bit each day. I'm so grateful, Professor!
Bernadette...
We were all just discussing how well you led us. Remarkable!
Your guidance is without parallel, Professor. I have had practicing of that phrase.
I can tell.
Your training's been top-notch. Really?
Whatever would we do without you?
Lose.
I've had the opportunity to experience much. Please allow me to offer you my gratitude once more, Professor.
I feel the same. You are something special, my teacher.
Honestly, yeah, Leander. I'm not even going to get into that
I
console
can
lot.
only call your deeds during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion quite versatile.
Comparing against their performance at the mock battle of the Great Tree Moon, the students have grown significantly. It is clear that this is a result of your guidance.
In appreciation
Teacher
of
flex.
our high hopes for the future of your students, I award you with this. Please continue to instruct your students as a model teacher.
I'm still waiting for my prize.
You've made good use of all my power after all. I would have been upset if you had failed at such an easy task.
It pains me to assign such a disturbing mission to you during such a blessed moment in time. However, next month your assignment will be to journey to Ramire Village to investigate an abnormal occurrence there.
Ramire Village. If I recall, you've been there with your father many times.
I have yet to ascertain the details, but it would seem the villagers have been acting strangely. I have already dispatched the knights to verify the authenticity of this information. They should be back shortly. I suggest you begin by finding out what they have discovered.
I pray this is not a bad omen. May the goddess protect you all.
I've also discovered that you really do have a enormous amount of options when it comes to romance as the main character. Like, you can romance Rhea, for example. Any of the 3 house leads. And
Part 1.
The woman in your head.
Red Wolf Moon. The Flame in the Darkness. Hoarfrost now graces treetops and open fields alike, and an icy chill blown in from the north of Fargus blankets the land. All of Fodlan's creatures begin to settle in for a long winter. The setting sun bathes the full winter coat of every wolf in a foreboding scarlet glow. Hunters can now spread the word that the Red Wolves are back on the prowl.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, unfortunately we had a bit of a break in the vampire trend, but still, just keep waiting for them vampires. Have there been vampires in the Fire Emblem series? Like, there's been liches and doppelgangers and dragons and monokeets and Bob.
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's an infectious disease?
There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons, or magic. And dark magic at that.
You're talking about Remire Village, aren't you, Manuela?
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald. Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Remire Village. If something's happening there, we must help them.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela.
You know, I'm more than willing to go with you to Remire Village. After all, I owe you my life. If you'd like, I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves. Just the two of us. Professor! A bit of a tease, are we? A girl could get used to this side of you.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time to move out.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald. Goodbye, Professor.
I'll be in my office making preparations. What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights. Hey, what's wrong?
Sorry, plot convenience.
If anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin and bear it. Got it?
Ugh, what could have caused such dizziness? I felt it too. Actually, I felt that way before.
Oh, I can say with 100% certainty that our choice in house does matter. Yes, Adam. And now to do some instructions. I believe we're on chapter 8. So we still got 3-ish chapters to go before we finally get to the midway point. Ugh. Yeah, the main plot hasn't started yet, although I'm starting to have a very strong suspicion there are actually main plots in this case. I guess.
I'm in... Nothing. Praise...
As I just keep raising writing on basically everyone. There are precious few characters where it's not advantageous to become a cavalry of some kind. Well, there's a couple theoretical story negatives. We got a bunch of theoreticals. I'm just not showing them because people kept being like, "What are those?" And I just gave up on it. I gave up on everything. Yeah, no kidding, Leander. Alright, what's Manuela's age? I'm ready. Hit me.
A question.
What? People hate spiders or centipedes, but they have no strong feelings for flies or crickets. They're different?
As good a reason as any.
Yay.
You look unwell. It's because of what happened, isn't it?
Don't speak of it aloud.
You can't change the past. For now, all we can do is use it to our advantage.
I know that. I also know that I must steel myself to ascend the Imperial throne.
Those preparations are going well. Someone is coming.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. Something terrible is happening in Remire Village. That's where you were when fate sent you our way. This feels preordained.
Or planned.
Are the Knights making progress with their investigation?
No.
If what is happening there is by design, there must be someone pulling the strings. There is the Death Knight, of course, and the mysterious mages who were implicated with the Western Church. They showed up when Flame was kidnapped as well, and now there is another strange occurrence near the monastery. It seems an unknown organization hopes to make the monastery its stage for something.
Do you believe that all these incidents are connected, Professor?
Kind of? But I really do think we're dealing with multiple main plots at once. That is my legitimate theory at this point. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a different final boss based on which route you pick.
That is the logical conclusion, but I'm not so sure.
It
certainly
apparently picked the wrong thing.
All of the events surrounding the monastery are connected by a single thread. However, I think it's possible that it may just be a result of different motives overlapping.
Can I undo that? I'm actually curious. Nah.
Do you believe? Remember, Professor. If you think of people as simply enemies or allies, it may be impossible to grasp the truth.
Well, okay. Linhart's birthday. Have some flowers, buddy.
Let's do this together.
With the two of us, there is nothing to worry about.
I mean, that was probably how it was supposed to be, Bio, and then money and reality got in the way. But yes, basically. This feels like Fate's idea better.
Perhaps I've been well taught.
Oh yeah, I need to adjust my abilities. I just remembered that. And we'll go and grab Vantage, because Vantage is awesome. She has Battalion Vantage. Eh. Oh, yes. We'll definitely take that. Increased defense when initiating combat. We'll go that one. Axe prowess. So yeah, there's... Okay, so apparently I have close counter as an equipped thing for Bernadetta. Let's get the plus 20 to hit, shall we? And let's go ahead and get dexterity. She's good to go. Okay, we're good. So I think I mentioned this earlier. I've been kind of deliberately not really advancing my classes, mostly because of how incredibly rare it is to have the items. But we can now start buying advanced seals, so let's just do that. And we now have an infinite supply of intermediate seals. So I'm a little more inclined to go ahead and do so now. We also have access to silver weapons, as well as named weapons. Speaking of which, we need to rejigger. Okay, so... I'm just going to officially move off of iron, I think, at this point. Sorry, just kind of sorting all the stuff I couldn't sell. Considering how long this game has been just this time, Baron? Absolutely not. There is no way. This is taking way too long. Like, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but doing this 3 times, that's not happening. Devil Axe inflicts 10 damage after combat. So basically it's a guaranteed 10 damage on top of everything else. It has a horrible hit rating, though. 60. Now, I do agree with the idea of having some iron stuff holding on. So what I want to do... I'm going to leave him with the Iron Slayer. I'm going to leave him with the Goddess Ring, too. She currently has the Accuracy Ring. I think I'm going to leave her with that. I'm going to give Bernadetta the... What do we got here? So we got... That increases Charisma, or Charm, or whatever. That increases Healing. That increases HP each turn. That increases HP each turn. That increases Movement. I think I'm going to give Bernadetta, for the moment, the March Ring. Where is Dorothea? We'll go ahead and get the Staff. Yeah, I have 11 sword, I think. There we go. Petra will get the other healing item. And that one just increases charm. That's a fair point. I would actually really like her to be a dancer, so I've changed my mind. We're going to have her have that. Which means I don't really have a main healer. I guess we'll give it to her. Mercedes is going to be my new main healer. There is supposedly a New Game Plus, yes. I only say supposedly because I obviously don't know. I'm not there yet. But by all accounts, yes, New Game Plus is a thing. Okay. Now, where's that 11 sword? There it is. That doesn't tell me any more details. Okay. That's why I want to get ready for it now, Grey Wolf. So it's good to know. No. So we have a Blessed Lance, which is good against monsters, it looks like. And the Killer Lance, which has the high crit rate. And good hit rate, too. So we'll add that as his iron weapon. Linthard's whatever. Casper doesn't matter. And never will. The mini bow. Close range bow. Okay. Dorothea bio. I don't actually have an iron bow for her. There's so much inventory management in these games, I swear. What was that one game we were streaming where like half the stream was just spent in the menus? It was this year. It was relatively recent. Commander. This is definitely squad-based, Baron. Now, first of all, I do want to repair that. I don't think it was Pathfinder. I do want to repair that too. Was it the alchemy game? I don't remember. Huh. That's interesting. I could forge the iron sword into the killing edge. I agree, Dream Whisperer. It's actually I've talked before about the difference between pre-battle strategy and in-battle strategy. This has both, which I do like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Killing Edge instead of the Iron Plus. Like I was gonna get the Iron Plus just for the hit rate, but you know. Now, her iron... We cannot turn into a killer axe. We don't have any more thingies for it. Actually, that's a good point. Hang on. Back out, back out, back out. Inventory. Where's Petra? There you are. Yeah, so Killing Edge for Iron Sword. There you go. Now she, who already has the crit doom, is going to have Killing Edge. So that should be fun. I mean, hit or crit, you know, that's... If I already have someone who's heavy on hit, I might as well... Or, excuse me, heavy on crit, I might as well already keep going with it, right? So I still need to turn this Iron Sword into something, so... We'll give him a boring old Iron Plus. And we'll give her an Iron Plus. And... I was going to give her an Iron Plus. I guess she might not need it. I can turn the Devil Axe into the Devil Axe Plus if I have 4 Agarthiums. Which just increases the damage by 3, excuse me. I can math. Listen to me, that's pretty nice. In fact, I can improve the Armor Slayer too. And I have enough materials for that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I can also get the Steel Plus, or 11. No. Steel Plus is nice, but no. She has the Killing Edge. Yeah, I think we're actually good here, so... Yeah, okay. Save, now that we've done a whole bunch of inventory management. We're apparently on Chapter 8. I was right, I was right. God, we're nowhere.
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy and a bit... It is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same?
Real quick, what she just said was, I feel unwell. Hang on, I just do this. I just do this.
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy and a bit... It is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same?
Yeah, actually.
And yet, it feels familiar. As though pulled from a corner of my memory. From a time long ago. I simply cannot fathom it.
So I just checked. Your message in Discord didn't tell how exactly you wanted that split up. Either way. Oh. Ow. Ah. Thank you very, very much, Race Cat. Much appreciate the massive amount of support. Even if it's for something that's going to be interesting to do. But nevertheless, thank you so, so much. However, you haven't told me how you want to split it up exactly. Unless you just want to put that all towards the first thing. The totally secret first thing. I can't tell anyone on stream. It's extremely, extremely super secret. They can't know what we're planning. It would be horrible. I don't see anything, Bio, so I'm going to assume, yeah. I'm assuming it's gone forever.
What is it? Sorry, I've got a cold.
No, you don't.
How would you know? My act was perfect. Alas, 'tis no mere illness of the body, but a malign affliction of mine soul. So, back to bed.
Yeah, that doesn't help me, Race Cat. Like, you still haven't told me how you want to split it up. You just... Like, I guess you could say I could split it into 25 each, if that's what you want to do. Because you just mentioned 4 items. So I could do that. That'd be easy. Do you want to do that?
I know you figure medicine and magical healing are 2 ways to do the same thing, but it's way deeper than that. Medicine is all about preventing infection and suppressing symptoms with, well, medicine. That's probably obvious. But magical healing is focused on closing up wounds faster, raising a body's vital energy. Stuff like that. Oh, perfect.
Hang on. So make sure she's super high rep. And we haven't really got anything new.
Hello, Professor. I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class, right? You just say the word, and I'll help however I can. Don't worry about it. You're just starting out as a teacher, right? It's only natural for those of us with more experience to help the younger generation.
Or, I mean... Well, we now have our 1 true love. God. Yeah, it only took 4 real life days. God.
That's right. Hey, Professor, did you see that my father came by during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? He left soon after, but I saw him talking to Edelgard first. I wonder what they could have to talk about. I guess that would make sense. He is the Minister of Military Affairs, after all. Still, though, I could have sworn those two didn't get along.
Oh, hang on. Gotta go pull Discord up again. Give me a second. Some people wonder why I don't leave Discord up while streaming. Well, there's actually 2 reasons. First is the obvious. The fact that That doesn't math up, Race Cat. You're off by a factor of, like, a couple hundred. Anyways, sorry. So it's obviously a bit of a distraction. You know, people could message me or try to start a conversation or whatever. And I don't want people to think I am on Discord when I'm actually streaming. The second reason is, this is going to sound funny, but Discord is actually a resource hog. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. But I've noticed that because I try to not have Discord up when I'm doing anything resource intensive, like streaming. And I'm not yelling at you, Racecat. I'm just explaining why I usually don't have Discord up while doing this kind of a thing. So, and now I gotta wait. I'm gonna close Discord again. Let's get back to the game. To the game.
Hey.
We need to talk to a lot of people.
Professor!
I really hope I get to do speedruns at some point in the future, but at this particular point in history, unless things substantially change, that's probably literally never happening again.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. I didn't catch a single fish last month. But this month, oh, this month.
Maybe you're doing something wrong?
I'm casting my line just as the captain taught me all those years ago. You're going with the captain to investigate Ramire Village soon, aren't you? It feels like so long ago that you two came here.
Just wanted to make sure you saw his best feature there. The spike.
I'm worried about Ramire. That affliction is a little too mysterious for my liking. I'm pretty sure it's not normal. Then what could it be?
It's the work of that dog! That dog has cursed those people! As all dogs are wont to do. They are cursed with an overwhelming desire to give scritches and hugs. You're so good, you're such a good boy.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, except that Tomas departed the monastery and has yet to return. Consider that reported. He's been gone for periods of time before and has always returned, so I'm not too worried. Still, I wonder what in the world he's doing out there.
Huh. If you'll remember, the woman in our head was the one who actually mentioned that Tomas gave her a weird feeling. And given that she's a voice in our head, and probably some kind of, you know, spectral whatever entity, she could probably tell things I can't. Which means I think we can officially say Tomas is an evil, horrible villain of Eldritch Doom. What do you guys think?
Of the 4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
Ah, what's a year here or there? Don't be petty now, Shamir.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are? Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
As you were saying, it's been a busy year. There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you do, we want it.
Want? No. We need it. Give it to me, not her.
Hey now, I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude.
A two-toned whetstone.
Hey you, do me a favor.
Also, I just noticed Catherine's hair is very strange. You see that? There's a term for that, and I can't remember it. Multicolor? I don't know.
Of the 4 or 5, it was. If I
as you
that
want.
Hey now,
I have a favor to ask.
Okay, so we have to give it to one of them. And, I guess that's mutually exclusive? So who do we like more, Shamir or Catherine?
Congratulations on winning the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Did you get a special reward? I certainly feel like I earned a special reward. Don't you, Professor?
No. Winning is its own reward. All entities, all realities, bend at my command.
Oh, disappointing.
It's usually in real life I see it when someone dyes their hair and then deliberately lets it grow out. So that, you know, they get the two shades going on.
Hey, Professor. Can I get your advice on something? I just don't know what to do anymore. I used to think they were the best, but now I can't even stand looking at them.
Time heals all wounds.
Good point, Professor. I think I need to see other meats right now. Then I can come back to fish when I'm good and ready.
Never change, Raphael. Never change. Oh, hello, Edelgard. Or should I say Flame Emperor, because you're the Flame Emperor.
They say that things rarely, if ever, go according to plan. Still, plan we must. After all, if we don't effectively force things to go our way, nothing will be achieved. How about you, Professor? Are you leading the life you envisioned for yourself?
No.
That's surprising. But I suppose it's possible you're telling the truth.
I love that you acquiesce that it might be me.
A lost item. A lost... 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 A lost item. A lost... A lost... How did...
Hey! How did you know that was mine? Holy crap! It's just, you know, I just know you that well. What I didn't even see what it was. I literally did not catch what it was I gave to her.
Investigating Ramire Village.
Oh my gosh.
When news reached us of the disturbance, ours was the first unit dispatched to Ramire. We had renowned scholars and accomplished magic wielders with us. In all honesty, I was scared witless the entire time. For all we knew, it was an epidemic like the rumors suggested. And rumors aside, that place had an eerie air about it that chilled you, right to the bone.
Not the bone. That's where I keep all my marrow.
You know, Professor, the tournament fish, and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? Why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable. Every last bite of it.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Professor. I've actually got...
Ah, well. I figured I'd try.
You know, Professor, why...
Oh.
You know...
Damn it.
Oh. I have a request.
Mock battle. Sure. I like mock battles. I like real battles, too, so, you know, I'm not picky. We're not battlist here. Hello, Epic. How are things?
Ramire Village is an Empire territory, but it's still relatively close to the monastery. Oh, but you know all about that, don't you? The story goes that it was in Ramire Village that Alois found you.
Maybe. I'm sure nothing incredibly horrible will happen in a thematically appropriate spot.
I heard about Ramire Village from some of the knights. It's certainly troubling. If it's a contagion, we at Garrick Mach should be on the lookout as well. Your words are oddly persuasive, Professor, even if they're not exactly based on anything.
I guess I'm not really bio. I do want Marianne, Leonie. You know.
Okay.
Gotta keep the pattern going.
happy to be part of your class, Professor. I honestly cannot recall the last time I interacted with others on a daily basis like this. It reminds me of when I was a child. That was so very long ago now.
That's how long ago it was. Frozen Follow. It was 17 months ago.
Oh, I mean, very, 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 very long ago.
Yeah, I get it. You're not human. I picked that up like an hour ago. Yeah, I suppose that's not fair. A day ago? 3 days ago? I don't know. 50 days ago? Something like that. Either way, thank you very much, Frozen Hollow Fox. Much appreciate the sub, as always. Thank you. Although you didn't tell me where you want to put that, so...
Ah, Professor! The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was such good fun, don't you think?
Ignatz, how long are you going to keep harping on about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Oh, come on, let me gush! Did you see how the house leaders came together after the battle? What an incredible thing to witness. Harmony, even after something so hard fought.
True. If they can keep playing nice, perhaps there will be peace in Fodlan after all.
Yeah, peace. That's the thing that's happening.
The librarian is always out and about these days. And just when I had some questions about a book I'd borrowed. Ugh, now I'm so curious about where he's gone off to. He'd better come back soon.
So noted, Frozen. Thank you again. I guess I could try to recruit her? I don't know, sure. Let's try it.
Huh?
Nope. Yeah, I figured. I gotta be honest, Bio. This is gonna sound like a strange thing, but I'm leaning towards giving the game a negative for how you recruit people. Now, I'm not 100% on that yet, because I'm curious if the recruit rules change after the halfway point. But I'm starting to have a very strong suspicion that you basically cannot recruit people, at least the normal way anymore, once you get past the halfway point. In which case, you really are just kind of racing to get the rep you need, and hitting the exact right things, and giving the exact right gifts, and just spending the majority of your focus and effort raising rep to recruit people before you can't anymore. That also means you can't get everyone you want in a single run. Which, I mean, I guess you could say is fair enough, but, I mean, given the fact that there's already mutually exclusive ones, or ones you basically cannot get under certain circumstances, you know, depending on your house, I don't care for that. And yeah, I don't like having to min-max this kind of a thing. So, I'm kind of leaning towards a negative for recruitment. I don't know, we'll see.
This is my first time working with the Gerald. The legend known across the ages as the Blade Breaker. And I get to see him with my own eyes. That means I have to try my absolute hardest.
See, that's actually worse, Cloud of the Stars, but you're using a different word than but you're making the exact same point. Wait, what?
Need something, Professor? I was just asking Monica here to be less demanding of Lady Edelgard's time.
Hey, it's not like I'm bothering her. Sorry for the ruckus, Professor. Please don't worry about it too much. Nothing to worry about here.
I wish you would worry about it a little more.
Well, it looks like more like Hubert's trying to stand in between her and Edelgard, who is totally the Flame Emperor.
Professor, you seem unwell. How are you faring? If you're not feeling well, I'd strongly recommend some rest.
And I'm sure, Epic. I mean, at this point, why not, right?
Professor, what have you got there? That's... my goodness, that is just what I've been looking for. I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me.
Sure.
I am in your debt, Professor.
Did I seriously just start a trading game? I totally did.
What the?
Professor, tell me, is this about Ramire? There are more villagers acting strangely today than yesterday. Knights have been dispatched, yet the underlying cause is as yet unclear, and the most anyone can do is stand back and watch. It is most distressing. Professor, what do you think about all this? In that case, we should strengthen the guards. If you visit the village, Professor, please, take care.
Fine, fine.
If only... Professor, I've been watching your class activities, and I wondered if you might desire my help. Just say the word, and I'll pitch in. Of course, I have to be truthful. It's all just a ploy to make it easier to research your crest.
Sure.
Feel free to call on me anytime. I'll be happy to lend a hand. And then you can help out with my class, too. It's a joke, Professor. I'd never put a burden on you, a first-year teacher.
Hey, wait a minute. What you've got there, isn't that... Please, could you let me have that? Here, I'll give you this in return.
Okay.
Fantastic! Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
So now I have the fire amulet. Great. Whoops, wrong button. She's incredibly suspicious, and she's definitely not an evil plant. 100%. She is definitely a totally normal person who was kidnapped for a year and came back with a different personality, and has been bogarting Edelgard's time. Totes!
During the Red Wolf Moon, wild monsters make ready for the winter to come, stirring more than at any other time of the year. You were off for Ramire Village, isn't that right? Watch your step on that journey. May the goddess protect all of you.
Yeah.
Hey!
What is it? I'm in the middle of my daily duties. I assume you know by now that the four saints are all-important figures in the teachings of Seros. Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlene.
Just go ahead and link it, Epic.
I have something to ask of you.
While we're here.
Need something?
All of those are Divine Pulse. That's nice. Let's go with that one.
This one?
You're all good.
You're all set.
Oh, sorry. You're all set. My bad. My bad. It's been so long. I forgot how he phrases it.
This is a place of mysteriousness. I have awareness of how much difference every part of the world is. In a place alike to this place, you can imagine the goddess of Fodlan truly existing. At times I miss those places in Bridget. At times, I am missing those places so painfully.
You there!
Pardon me.
Oh, goodness. Is something the matter, Professor? You look a little pale. Please be careful. It's so easy to catch a cold this time of year.
Let me ask you a weird question, Takoda. Would you give a plus to the redo turn mechanic over in Into the Breach? I can never think of the name of the game. About a week and a half ago, good senator? Roughly?
Did you find this? Did you? 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 Did you?
Just checking. We're gonna do that a bunch more times, by the way. Like, a bunch. So, if you want me to mute the game, I can do that. Do you guys want me to mute the game?
You do not look well. Are you sure you aren't coming down with a cold or some other ailment? Please, visit a doctor before your situation worsens. Suppose the infirmary is also an option? Though when I went there the other day, I was unable to receive medical guidance, as Professor Manuela was drunk and fast asleep on the floor.
Yeah, that's because the YouTube archives are, on average, about 2 weeks behind everything else. That's been pretty much the norm for a while now, good senator.
I could use your help.
Sure. So hang on. So we did Mercedes. Let's go do Petra. I should have done Petra while I was there. You are having. You are having. You are having. You are having. Actually, I have no idea what she's going to say. I guess we'll find out.
This is in a place. At times this is not. This is. This is. This is. This is. This. 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 I had lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
You're welcome. Whatever that was.
This. This. This is. This. 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 This is not. This. This. This is. This is. This is.
Race Cat, are you still here? Because I'd rather just talk to you. Rather than type on my phone. If that's okay.
Professor. How are you feeling, Professor? You look rather ill, if you don't mind my saying so.
Whoops.
How are you feeling? Are you sick? If so, I would urge you not to push yourself too hard. Take some rest.
Thank you.
Just my natural talent, nothing out of the ordinary. Enough wit now. You should lie down.
So here's what I'm going to do, Race Cat. I'm going to simplify this and put all of that towards the second thing. And just be done with it. Sound good? And that way, anything future will go towards the super secret thing. And this way, the super secret thing won't be on the website earlier, too. Is this game long? We're on day 4, and we're not out of the initial campaign, Consulate. Although, in fairness, there's only 5 campaigns, so... when did you donate, Dream Whisperer? Because the last donation I see from you is... Okay, I'm back at, like, June here. Is not. It's not even on my page. So, for the last month, I have received no donations from you.
Really?
Now, if you give me a moment, I can check another thing.
Professor.
Weird.
I am so it reminds.
By the way, it's probably worth noting this is a little harder to do than it sounds. This is one of those situations where if you mash, it actually works worse, so you have to have timing. Curry comb. Like, I'm sure that's just a type of comb, but I can't help but think of curry when I think of that. Oh, alright, Race Count. If that is your preference, you got it. So we'll readjust this. So let's see. Just want to make sure that's clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's right. Okay, we're cool, we're cool.
The library and
Theoretically, if I'm doing this right, this should get easier and quicker each time I do it. Like, each hit should remove the amount of items on the list, and if I'm hitting everyone, then that should be everyone. So we'll see, I suppose.
Ignatz.
Oh, what a...
True.
Some...
This is the quality entertainment you expect from the lore runner.
What a...
True.
Apparently I can't give any to her? Huh. Okay, sure, whatever. That sucks, but sure. Again, whatever.
I get it.
Professor, your word? Yes, I'm actually.
I did not mean to hit recruit. That was just me mashing.
What?
Oh my god! We've had like 4 people in a row with no hits. This is getting crazy.
Professor.
And of course we can't get any with Dimitri.
Let me consider. There are knights, the underlying... No, 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 no. Ah, thank you for bringing me this. Life without it was difficult. No, no.
I shouldn't find this as funny as I do.
I can't believe I left this behind. Oh, thank you so much for retrieving it.
Considering how many convenience features, I agree, Dream Whisper. It's kind of weird.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Got a slightly smaller list. We're working it down, guys. Inch by bloody inch. Okay, so I hit there, I hit there, I hit there. I hit there. I have not hit the training facility. Oh, that's just Hubert, but yeah, let's go see Hubert. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, JP. I'm just kidding. Oh, hey.
Unfortunate.
Can I give her anything? Aw. Unfull. 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 Everyone here speaks Klingon. Unfull. Cook lock briticha cook. Tick click lock did knock. Damn it, I just got another one. I like to think that
Thank you so much.
the best part is I have no idea what this... I'm doing this so quickly, I'm not seeing which item is which. I like to think that the professor has a box with just a bunch of items in it, and walks up to someone and says... and just starts holding them up. Rapid fire. Is this yours? 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 Okay. Move on to the next person. Is this yours? Is this yours? Is this... You know, usually places like this have a feature where there's a place you can go. A found and lost, if you will. And that's usually how this operates. People go to it rather than the items coming to them. It's kind of like Darth Tyron there. Like, he knows how to run a proper school. Have you seen how many Sith have come out of his school? The answer is none of them. They all died. But, I mean, that's a Sith school, right? It makes sense. So, you know, logical, right?
I know you've met us, but
Thank you very much, Darth Tyron. Much appreciate the sub as always, sir. Although you didn't tell me where you want to put it. Oh, you did. Okay, so we'll spare you the stabbing this time. You're fine, Race Cat. I was just very confused. I was like, what? You were like, split it in the first of 3 and then towards the other thing. And I'm like, okay, so you want me to divide it by 420 and then figure out the percentages of that and then give that to this. And I just was like, screw it. Here. I'm not good at math. What do you want from me? I am the worst. Nope. 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 At least this list is getting smaller.
Still, though. What's that? Yeah, that's What's that? 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 What's this? What's that? What's that?
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You're going. It feels
This is the sound he makes every time he turns to the left and can't see anyone over there. He can hear them, but he can't see them. It's very strange.
That's. I'm worried.
Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
It's just sheer luck, really. Or maybe I should say it was intuition. I don't know. Let's see. So now we do these ones.
Professor, I used to think... Goodness, I was just on my...
Damn it.
I used to... That isn't my... That isn't... That...
I know the feeling, Earth Tyrant. Really. I hope it went as well as it can go.
They say after. How about you? A loss. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot.
I feel like we did her already, but whatever.
A loss. A loss. A lot. A loss. A loss. A lot. A loss. A lot.
I'm trying, Race Cat, I swear to God. And I know I can't recruit him, so I'm not going to try. But I do want to recruit Ingrid, because she's amazing.
You know, why?
Oh, like...
No. 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 Yeah. No.
I'm sorry. No. 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 Yes. No. No. No.
You know, why?
Oh.
I should not find this funny.
I know nothing. I know. That's... I know. 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 I know.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Let's go this way. You're right. I should be an unfeeling robot. Beep, boop. Destroy. Destroy.
It was. If I, as you were that one. Hey now. It's not. 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 Of the four, it was. You can. If I, as you that room one. Hey now.
I have a weirdly large number of these items left, considering how few people I have left to talk to right now. In fact, I believe that's everyone down below, so there's just the up-toppers. Let's go turn this in really quick while we're at it. I was actually thinking the same thing, Dakota.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Yeah, we still can't go to the third floor, although I'm pretty sure I know when we'll be able to at this point. Given that it hasn't opened up yet in Chapter 8, yeah, I think I know what's going to happen there. Don't worry, I won't tell you until we get there.
Well, good day, Professor.
Hi.
Well then, I should go.
Whoa, hey, hang on. First of all, pull up the box. Are any of these yours?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, 2 for you. Sweet. I'm gonna go and try and recruit you real quick.
Oh, Professor, excuse me.
Damn it. Stab. Alright, moving on. Hi, Ferdinand.
Remire Village. Is that not where you met Edelgard? If you had not been there, something terrible could have happened. Did one of the house leaders know that mercenaries were staying in Remire Village? I wonder.
See you around, Race Cat.
It'll remain a mystery for now. All we can do at this point is speculate.
And thank you again, by the way, very, very much.
Oh.
Well, we're getting there. By the way, I know this is kind of complainy, and I don't think this is a negative worthy, but it's actually a shame there's no opportunity to recruit the other house leaders. Like, completely never available kind of a thing. Like, you'd think that would be the kind of thing where if you do the right thing during the actual war, which is totally not happening, you could actually get them on your side, you know? Instead of always having to be against them.
I fear I may become a social recluse soon.
Soon?
My life consists of wearing a groove in the floor between the library and the dining hall. Although I guess a real recluse wouldn't leave their room, eh? That would be me if you weren't my teacher. Locked away in my room, reading, napping, never to be seen. You know, I never see Bernadetta outside of class. I wonder what it is that she does in her room all day.
So's.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's not... Oh!
Feather pillow. I should have guessed that one.
That's not...
We're actually getting there. We got 5 items left. Holy crap. We're doing good.
What in the world is happening in Remire Village? I hear even the knights have been dispatched. I hope it's nothing too serious. After all, that's where we first met. I have valued memories of the place.
Right. I suppose that's fair. They would be serious crutch characters. But as I've often said, so what? Like, you don't have to use them, right? Options, damn it. Maybe in a New Game Plus run, you know? Like, as an option in New Game Plus, you can just recruit anyone. You know, the restrictions are lifted. Something like that. I don't know.
I wonder how Remire Village is faring. Hopefully we're not dealing with some new epidemic. It wouldn't be unheard of. Almost 20 years ago, a terrible plague blazed through Fargus. It even hit the capital city, taking the Queen Consort's life. Or so I heard. The whole kingdom was in an uproar over that loss. The person who saved the kingdom wasn't a doctor, but a holy woman, the fair Lady Cornelia. After that, she was awarded the honor of being a mage in the service of the royal family. She sounds like an amazing woman, but she must be pretty old by now. But hey, maybe she's aged like a fine wine.
Right. Okay, I get what you mean then, Dakota.
Oh, that's my...
That's what he sounds like when he's getting a massage.
Hey, Professor, I picked this up, but... Oh, hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it?
Yes.
Thanks, Professor. This is great. I don't know. Hey, I don't know.
We're almost there, guys. We've only got 3 left. Holy crap. Or, wait, right.
The knights go out from Garreg Mach to take on all kinds of other duties. I'd sure like a job like that one day. Then again, I don't know. Serving Lady Rhea here is pretty good.
Kid.
Professor, Captain Gerald just told me. Remire Village is in a bad way, right?
The situation there is worrying, yes. But tell me, how was your vertigo?
Are you not feeling okay? You should get some rest.
If you must go to the village, make sure you're in good health before we depart.
Someone...
I'm just gonna try to recruit her, like, really quick. Hang on.
Hey, I hope we get a chance. I know I'm in a different...
Damn it. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care anyways. Didn't want you to join my stupid class.
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary? Is that so? I suppose you have become accustomed to your new line of work. This month's assignment will again take you outside of Garreg Mach, to Remire Village. It was in Remire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order, was it not? Half a year has come and gone since then. How quickly time passes.
Well, apparently I can't give her any lost items. Although... Let's see, she enjoys... I have no idea what she likes. Whatever. Be gone! Alright.
It would half a...
Apparently that is for her? Yeah, okay, sure.
I appreciate this.
I guess that's actually basically it. So let's go up here. Where was Felix? Where was Felix? Felix was with someone. I know where Felix is. So I'm going to go turn these two in, and I'll go destroy Felix. I mean, recruit Felix. To the right side of the Force.
Hello, Professor. What's that you've got there? Would you mind trading it with me for this?
Abso-friggin-lutely.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
Actually, I do know the answer to that console hot, but I can't tell you because it'd be a spoiler.
Impressive. Thanks.
Alright, so Felix was down here. Poison her mutton. I don't think she has mutton. Maybe she does, I don't know. She seems too refined to eat mutton, you know?
Hello there.
She just dines on baby seal tears.
You know, why?
Oh, join me for some training sometime. I might like...
Nope. Speed sword. Now that should be everyone. So we're just going to finish the trading game. Because we're playing Legend of Zelda now.
Professor? It's about that thing you have there.
Okay.
If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this?
Sure.
Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
I doubt that, but thanks. Wrong button. I was gonna say, I have B in Sword, and my speed is 23. And I can't recruit the guy who needs... That's very strange, actually. Maybe just... I don't like you. My friend doesn't like you either.
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't suppose you're planning on using it yourself.
Oh,
Why don't we trade
indeed.
it for this? Sounds good, right?
Okay.
Excellent doing business with you, Professor. I've always wanted to say that.
Oh, hey, I've got the whetstone now. Who do you think I should give the whetstone to? Shamir, the greatest person in the history of the universe, or some woman named Catherine? I'm not even sure she's a real person, honestly. Like, maybe she exists? I don't know.
What?
Seriously, though, which one should we do? Catherine the Great? She's not even in this game.
Right.
Dear Goddess, I ask for guidance.
You should kill them all.
Professor, I suppose you came by to pray too? I see. That's why I'm here too. Oh, nothing specific. I only call upon the goddess to give thanks, or perhaps to ask for protection. Anyhow, I should be on my way.
Do you have a moment to chat?
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say. I'm not very good at talking to people.
Does each house have one of these? We've got Bernadetta, then there's Mercedes, who we already recruited, and now there's Marianne.
The truth is, I didn't interact with people too often before I came here.
Why?
Oh, particular reason. I'm simply not very good at it. That's just how I am.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I'm sorry. You shouldn't waste your time worrying about me. Please, just ignore me. I, have to be going now. Goodbye, Professor. ...
Alright, if you guys want to so badly, what we're going to do is we're going to do this, we're going to make a backup save, then we'll give it to Catherine.
You brought it, Professor? Hand it over and I'll make it worth your while.
How? You can't even afford your own drinks. Give it here. You won't regret it.
Excuse me? I asked first. Why don't we let the Professor decide?
Just because I'm curious. The coin says we should give it to Shamir. But you said Catherine.
Seems the Professor likes you better than me.
Thanks. Here's your prize. Maybe I'll let you borrow it later, Shamir. I knew I could count on you.
Silver sword. And black sand steel, which is really good for upgrading. Just because I'm curious. Is there seriously no way to go to the menu from here? Yeah, there's a soft reset. It's called the home button. Clunk. I know, that's not a soft reset. That is, in fact, a hard reset. I mean, feel free to look it up, because it's useful information, but that's weird that it's not just an option in the menu, you know? Oh god, that's so... Ugh, yeah, okay. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. I'm done. I'm done.
You brought it, Professor? Give it. Excuse me. I asked
So,
first.
Shamir.
Her? What a letdown.
You made the right choice. Here's your reward. I'll let you borrow it later, Catherine, if you quit sulking. Thanks.
Silver bow. So the only difference is who you get rep with and if you get a silver bow or a silver sword. What do you guys think? What's more valuable, sword or bow? Keeping in mind, we're already kind of good on swords. Like, we have a killing sword and a armor killing sword and steel sword. So yeah, I think bow is a little more useful there. So we're just going to stick with bow. Wrong button. Where are you, my dear? There you are. So, let's see here. Much lighter. Same range. Only slightly less hit. And a good 3 more damage. That is not bad. In fact, we'll probably go ahead and... Well, we'll save that for big things. This will be her normal, and that'll be her big thing. But yikes. That is legitimately good. Okay, so I think we're actually done with everything for the moment. We have... Yep, that's the battle quest. Oh, really, Bragwin? Awesome. Yeah, I know they take absolutely forever to get around to it. Understandably, they sell thousands of shirts during GDQ. I bought like 5 this GDQ, because I liked a lot of them, so... Yeah, anyways. So, yeah, let's go raise rep with people, because that's all that matters. Infinite rep. And training. So we're going to do meals first. What do we got here? Well, we do need to raise our Manuela rep. So, Manuela rep. And... Where's Marianne? Is Marianne on this one? No. But Leonie is. So we'll do Leonie for this one.
That looks...
Hopefully, Braven. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we ate. Let's go ahead and cook with Manuela. Really, Bio? Seriously? Like, you're actually asking me that? You're really asking me? We've been covering it for 7 years. I restream it every July. It was just a few weeks ago. God, you can tell Bio doesn't watch my streams. Damn, that kind of hurts a little bit. What the hell, Bio? That's okay, I don't blame you. Who would watch my streams, am I right? Let's go with luck.
My cooking is...
Yeah. I've heard this before.
Right. I do... Oh.
I guess it hasn't been 7 years. It's actually been 4, now that I'm thinking about it. And now I need to train. But what do I want to train? Like, I guess whatever's just at the bottom. Which at this point would be Reason and Axe. Reason, Axe, Brawl, Bow, Lance? Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Since I have no idea who raises what, actually, I guess I could do this.
Hey. I know you've medicine, but magic...
Sure.
You're going. It feels like.
Sure.
The glory of.
It looks like I have enough more for 2.
It was... You can't... If I... As you were saying...
So we'll raise Boo.
Of the... You can't... If I take... As you were saying...
And Fists. Not even a little Dream Whisper. Excuse me, Bio! Now hang on. I never looked up that thing for Dream Whisper. I just realized something. Give me a second, guys. When did you say it was, Dream Whisperer? Because, like, a few days, that doesn't help. Although I see no, like, basically I don't see anything not going through for the last month, going back into June. So it looks like we did fix that issue, so that's not it. But I have not received anything from you. Unless you put it under a different name, which is possible. But I got nothing. So I have received nothing. Now, if you mean Patreon, that's a little different. And by little, I mean massively, incredibly different. But you said PayPal, and I have nothing on PayPal.
Professor.
What's up?
Hello, Professor. You're really on the move today. A lot to get done, I take it? I'm happy to help. Tell me, is there anything I could do to lighten your load a bit?
Nothing comes to mind, really. Thanks, though.
Oh, surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all. Cut from the same cloth. I was raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along.
Yeah, but there's I feel like there's something in our way, something sharp and kind of bronzish.
Huh? Did I not mention that? How thoughtless! What an embarrassing gaffe! My parents died when I was small, and I came to live in the monastery. It was an aimless existence, but sometimes a knight would pass by, wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Gerald, and the first time he laid eyes on me, he made me his squire. What was he thinking, huh? No kidding. I don't think I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me had died of a terrible plague. I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement. A little nutty, old Gerald, there's no doubt about that. Quite a character. All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies. That's right. I wasn't even 15 years old. Well, Gerald hardly seems to have aged since then. In fact, over drinks he once told me, perhaps that's a story for another day. At any rate, that's Gerald for you. One of a kind. I don't think there's anyone else quite like him. Right. Well, now you've heard my whole story. I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you. If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can.
Right, thanks.
Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it. But truly, if I can take anything off your plate, don't hesitate to let me know.
Do you happen to know the exact time and date, Dream Whisperer? That would help me narrow this down. So I'm checking something on my phone, too. The 19th? Okay. Was that at 15:18:57 UTC, by chance? Okay. So, that's not PayPal. But I had a theory based on how you were talking, because you called it a monthly thing. So that's DonorBox. Now, I know you're paying through PayPal. I see that here. But I don't get that on any of my PayPal stuff. I get that on DonorBox, which is a totally separate thing for me. So, thank you for the support through Donor Box. Now, what's funny is I got this, but I had no idea who this was, so I didn't know who to put for the support for Vampire Bloodlines: The Masquerade 2. But now that I know, I can put that down as you, which I have just jotted down. So, thank you. What am I doing? I'm ending the day. We're done. We're done. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, Manuela's in the group now. I'd like to give you private instructions, madame. I hate that animation. Honestly, I'm just going to push for writing on, like, everyone. It really is such an upgrade, and this is the only way to gain writing experience that I'm aware of, so... Everyone gets writing experience. You get writing experience. You get writing experience.
You're good.
Memes.
Nothing worth.
And we'll give some writing experience to Bernadetta.
Hope this is good.
Well, a Lich Queen would theoretically be someone that, you know, works with the Lich King, you know, kind of as an equal. To which case the answer is no. There is no such thing. Like, Bragwin's still alive, so she doesn't count.
Not too bad.
Oh, Bernadetta's up to A for bow. Petra's up to A for sword.
I'm getting closer.
It's starting to take
I'd never have learned this. I am closing in on...
Okay, so now... I don't charge interest, Bragwin. Well, I guess I kind of do. Like, if you could call, you know, support interest, I guess that qualifies. It looked like it, yeah, it's actually what I'm going to check right now, Dakota. Yep, it's a general ability. But I do like the idea of having that dex. Do I want to lose pass? No, I'll lose HP. I'll lose HP for dex. I think that's a worthwhile trade. Wish I had a little more room, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Zrak. We have 2 paralogs, which will take up all of our time. And then there's a rare enemy. Is that only today? The rare enemy is only today. Hang on. Okay, so I could do... So it looks like I'm going to battle the next 2 things. So we have to do this one now, because this is only happening today. And then we'll have to do the quest, and then we'll have to do the 2 paralogs next. So, auxiliary first. Wee. Yeah, time to kill stuff. Let's see what our rare... I'm guessing it's going to be another one of the dragon type things. We shall see. Hang on, let me make sure we're good. We're not good. Ferdinand... Well... See you around, Darth Terran. So we're gonna unassign him. We are gonna... Whoops. We're gonna set our adjutant to Manuela. And then we'll bring... Yeah, honestly, Ferdinand, you're just terrible. Get out of my party. We'll bring Shamir instead. Four chests. And our big guy... Yeah, it's one of those things. He drops rusted gauntlets, which can be forged into dragon claws. That chest looks open. Are all the chests open? Why are the chests open? I guess, Takoida. That's interesting. The idea that those are completely static like that. Huh. Well, as weird as this is going to sound, Bio, it depends on which villain you're referring to. The first Lich King would be Type 1. The second Lich King would be a pretty definitive Type 2. The third Lich King, we don't know yet, and the essence of the Lich King would be a Type 4. So... alright, well I guess we don't need to worry about chests, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to assume that, Dakota, so I'm going to send my bigs out there. Gotta think about how I want to do this, actually.
Oh no.
As you wish.
I'm kind of leaning in the same direction, Dakota.
I will prevail.
One exception. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. That doesn't make any sense.
Here we go.
Honestly, let's just choke up right here to stop their initial
battle.
To work.
Let us away. That's my cue.
Anyway, someone asked, is there a limited number of turns? Usually no. If there are, it'll say right at the beginning that you have a limited number of turns to work with.
Now you know your limits. What? Failure is not an option. I'm getting closer.
That too. So he's not moving.
I will get the victory.
To my knowledge, no Dream Whisperer. Just like a second strike doesn't consume it either. How does FF14 compare to WoW? You really want me to go into that? Because I'll lose a bunch of viewers. They'll all be like, oh my god! And it'll just be a mess. Oh, hang on. So, 51. Someone write that down. 51. We'll do the old-fashioned way. We'll just test. Because she set up 2 counter this turn. So, 1 and or 2.
Witness my power.
3, 4. 2 or 4.
One step.
And this is probably going to be 3 or 6.
Witness my power.
I knew it, Bio. Alright. So... 45. So she lost 6 durability. So that was for each strike. Not each. So, okay. That is worthy of note. I was assuming it wasn't that way. My bad. I probably shouldn't do that. I don't want to kill the boss with Edelgard before I can engage the, the actual boss. God, reaching him is just going to be such a pain, isn't it? I'll take your word on that, Dakota. Let's see. Yeah, I guess down might actually be the best option here. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I guess they just didn't want to split up the item type in code or something. I don't know. It's fine, Bio. It's just the storms of war. You know how it is. What? Are you guys seriously going after the wolf? Oh my gosh. Normally I'd just let them go to town on the wolf, but honestly, that... Actually, I don't think I have a choice. I don't think I can reach them in time. So he's got a ranged attack. That's good to know. 2 HP bars, consequently. And he's going to hit a pretty big area next round. Ah, they'll be fine. Bernadetta has the March Ring. I was going to say, where the hell's my March Ring? Never mind. It's on the person I'm going to turn into a cavalry later. Screw it. And they're just chilling, because I don't want to kill the boss too early by accident. So, yeah. Damn it! Anyways, Bio. So... It's Wilson! Obviously! I mean, that's my thoughts on FF14 and WoW in a nutshell, is Wilson. Thank you very much, Wilson. Much appreciate the sub, and welcome to the 1-year club.
I will not be stopping.
I've actually been wondering if you were going to pop in. Did you ever manage to figure out what was going on, or a way to stream that game whose name I can't think of right now? But it was the game I could not get streamable. Like, I could get it running, but I couldn't get it streamable. Like, any success on that? And, as always, do you know where you'd like to put that sub? Stop stealing my experience, God. What's the name of the game real quick? We'll wait for this round to finish. Okay, so... Oh, for God's sakes. Sacrifice, that was the one. Give me 1 second here. I'll never tell you, Bio. Never. Sacrifice. Yep, that's the game. Does it have... May affect game compatibility. Yeah, no frickin' duh. There we go. I'll peruse that forum later, see if I can get it working. Because unfortunately I don't see a thing about a anything. But I'll peruse the forum later, see if I can find something. Let's see... I mean, kind of, Takoida. It's actually funny to me how much these games, like games in general like this, tend to lead themselves towards, you know, do you want to have actual sound tactics to win the battle, or do you want all the bonus objectives? And it's like, well...
You fought well.
And when I say bonus objectives, I mean, like, you know, the loot and the experience.
No use. I will win. My heart is full of victory.
I'm impressed.
Nope, I told you, we're leaving it on all day. Although, for once, and only once, I can actually change it here, just for you guys. We'll switch it to another song. There you go, just for you, Bio. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm sorry, this is actually for you, Bio. Okay, I have to rout the enemy, so as long as I leave at least one person alive, I should be good.
Missed. Silenced. Well done.
You got it, Wilson.
Well, how was that? That won't do it all.
There. So noted. Thank you again.
Now you know your limits.
I love how little damage their units are doing to the mini-boss there. I think I have severely miscalculated. Hang on. just give me a second. Let me think about this. Yeah, there's just one guy left. And he's literally blocking my way. He's completely blocking me. So... You know what? I don't care. Whatever. Die. Die. Just die. Just die.
Should I have held back?
I'm counting on you.
Hey, it didn't end. Holy crap. So we can actually go after the boss. I was curious. So thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Wilson. Oh, very much appreciate the subs. Thank you so much. I assume you want those to go to either Sacrifice or Expedition? Depending on how that lines up. You got it, sir. I want you to start trading blows. I will stab you, Bio. There will be many stabbings. Please don't. By my own rules, I'm not allowed to say no to Cordon's requests. Unless they actually violate something, so... I would have to, and it'd be terrible. Yeah, these purple items are always junk. I don't know why I even try. Whatever. He's gonna attack. Alright, Bernadetta, you got this. Ow! Bernadetta is dead. Okay. So that's a thing that just happened. I don't know what Blessed Lance is, but I'm totally gonna forget it. Especially since I don't know what it is. Ah! So this is gonna kill Mercedes, but I need to do this anyway, so... Sorry, Mercedes. Yeah, his speed is just through the roof. So now... He's broken.
Another.
HP bar number 2. I mean, if it's a lance, like, I don't know if I can do anything about that. I don't have any lance users anymore. And on the off chance this goes south, we'll go ahead and send Edelbert on our way here. You never know. That's what I thought. Okay.
Predictable.
Yeah, I'm not overpowered. What are you talking about?
That is that.
I can still shine brighter.
Because Manuela is my adjunct, whatever they call it right now, console hop, which is a great system. So they kind of help boost your stats, and they gain experience and skill ups and all kinds of other stuff. And they also give like a bonus to you based on what they are. So in her case, she's supposed to heal me. I haven't actually seen that happen, but whatever. It's actually a really great mechanic. So great of a mechanic that it deserves a positive.
Thank you so much.
Maybe.
Thanks so much.
The main reason I like it, though, aside from the fact that it allows you to kind of pseudo-bypass the unit cap, is because of the fact that it allows you to carry lower-level characters in a safe way. So I don't know if you noticed this, but one of the things it mentioned was... You like this song, right, pal? One of the things it mentioned was, for example, let's say, for whatever reason, the main character died right now, and I had permadeath on. Okay, that's a bad example, but let's say that the main character dying wouldn't end the game, and I had permadeath on. Manuela would not die. She would be out of the battle, but she would not actually die as a consequence. So if you're playing on permadeath mode, it's a nice way to carry the noobs, basically. You know, you get a new character who's level 5, and it's like, alright, come on. Alright, so what are we looking at? Okay. I mean, I've done this map like 4 times now, so... Let's just mop up.
Stay focused.
I will get the victory.
I will prevail.
Oh no. That's my cue. Here we go.
Is it sad that I'm thinking more in terms of support than anything else right now? Trying to line people up next to people I want them to get in rep with.
Strength.
That should be good.
No hesitation.
Yeah, no kidding, Blackvile. I mean, the bosses have them, but yeah.
Practice yields results.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. So yeah, I mentioned the potential negative. Where's my stuff here? I think I'm gonna get rid of this potential negative. This has not bothered me that much, but this might.
We must all do our part. Shot.
It's an interesting question. Would support grinding count as a negative, like in general? Because I remember that being something that really pissed me off back in Awakening. It's the only one I really remember doing that in.
One more success.
Which one was 9? For the stupid amongst us. which is just me actually, but you know. Yeah, see the thing that pisses me off most about support grinding is that it's basically mandatory if you care about the character story stuff, which I absolutely do. I have said more than once that the best story in several of these games is the support combos, and I stand by that.
As expected. Should I have held back?
Sorry, I'm just amused at what's about to happen. You know what? Yeah, let's just be completely ridiculous. Death.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Death.
That is that.
Death.
Should I have held back?
This is night training, by the way. That's the specific thing we're doing here. These knights are like, we'd like to train with you. Okay. You got it.
As expected.
Agreed, Cloud of the Stars. I admit I don't like the system in general, too. So it's kind of a duality there. I don't like the system, and I don't like its lack of info. Oh. I can't counterattack those to death. Aw, sadness. Oh, well. Just gonna head up here. No, I should go here. There we go. Hey, what's up?
It's over. That is that.
Yeah, walkthroughitis, exactly. You know what? Yeah, we're good. Everyone else, just take 5. We're good.
Should I have held back? That is that.
This is silly. Like, I know that, you know, several main characters in these franchises can be carries, but this is silly. Carry's the wrong term, but whatever, you get the point.
You fought well.
Shamir's like, I helped! That is true, Dakota. That is very true. Well, I'm gonna say yes, but I can't tell you why, Bio. Also, I have since learned that apparently, according to most of the writers and the marketing department at Nintendo or whatever, Edelgard's route, the Black Eagles, is considered the main campaign, and the other two are more, the other 3 are more like side campaigns. 2 is accurate. The 2. As for if there's going to be DLCs for this, I don't know, honestly. It wouldn't surprise me, though. I mean, this is the era of that. Even the 3DS games had DLCs. So, yeah. Alright, Petra. You know what must be done. I admittedly was only going to go with the House of whatever, the Commoners, because of the fact that they're a group of noble lords, and, you know, it just sounded more interesting to me from a story perspective. Gameplay-wise, yeah, I probably would go ahead and pick the Eagles. Well, I hate to waste this, so sure, whatever.
Oh. How?
Sigurd is stupid, yeah. I forget who else. I actually talked about it in my ruminations, who I used. And I remember just sweeping several of those with basically one character. I've actually tried not to do that on several of these playthroughs, just to, you know, lean away from it. Yeah, I don't know names, Bio. For more info, watch my rumination. Ooh, Petra. Petra.
Professor? Please take my apologies. I lost time while I was training. There are not many chances for real fighting here. My body is more weak than it was. Weaker, I mean. I will keep training now. I hope your night is good. I need to have more training. There are things that I have not done yet. Things that have to be done. For the future. I have to try with hardness. Training, studying, socializing. I will not always be having time to do those things. And speaking the language of Fodlan, I worry I will never be doing it just right. Why? Because the position of Bridget is weak. Fodlan and Dagda are big. Bridget is a small island in the middle of them. Bridget has great beauty, but little power. We will not will not survive unless we get more strength. I will lead Bridget, and so I have responsibility. I have to have more strength than anyone. Yes, that is why I have to give it my best try. I am an ally of everyone, and I have belonging at the Officers' Academy. That is also why I try with hardness. You can always be counting on me. But you should know that one of these days will be when I return to Bridget. Before that day, do not try stopping me from trying. And please, keep watching over me. With you, I can try with more hardness than I could alone.
I mean, I gotta admit, the Black Eagles have Petra, Bernadetta, and Linhart as characters. Even Hubert's interesting. Yeah, sure. Special feast day.
Delicious.
Yay. Deliciousness.
Amazing. No.
I will.
On the downside, it does have Ferdinand. Well, actually, Ferdinand's kind of turned out to be alright. But it does have Casper, and he's just awful.
I'm a quick study.
Casper's just the worst. Spit, spit, spit. And it does have Edelgard, and she's just terrifying. And also the main villain. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. She's the secondary villain. Ooh, Marianne's villain. Yes. I actually want to recruit Marianne. I have no idea what she'd like.
Thank you very much.
Join me. Stab! With Frostborn. I'll probably like Caspar more if I get further into his support combos. Which I'm probably not going to because of farming support. Which is... You see why that irritates me so damn much? Having to farm... Literally, farm in order to get story. Like, God, that just drives me nuts. Like I said, it's been irritating in virtually every Fire Emblem game I can recall it in. Would that be a story or a gameplay negative? That feels like a gameplay negative.
Yes.
Hope for the future? See, I've got a little bit of a handle on your character. Place you'd like to visit? Nope. Damn. Word of advice. There we go. That could have been worse.
Much for the tea. I look forward to doing this again.
Like, I'm legitimately tempted to give 2 negatives for this. 1 for story and 1 for gameplay. Hear me out. So the gameplay is the obvious. Having to go grind in order to access content. Like, mandatory grinding. There's no way to just stumble into this, right? And I have been doing this whole game with both the combat side and the social side of things. So in gameplay, I've been spending a substantial amount of time grinding support. Problem number 1. The reason I want to add that to story as well is something I've noticed. If you look at all of the characters, they're all one-dimensional until you start seeing their support combos. Like, in other words, no effort is made to flesh out the characters except in their support conversations, which are locked behind a grind wall. Like, you know what I mean? There's, you could you look at, Bernadette, it's like, oh, she's just shy. But we've already learned there's more layers and depth to that, right? Torna. What the heck is Torna? Hang on. Let's hit Google really quick here. Torna. Oh, sure. Why not? Nobody's suggested it so far, but yeah, why not? Okay, now we could spoil everything for Dawn. So, what I was just saying about the super spoiler... No, my point being... Thank you, Dawn, very, very, very much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put DLC to notate that. Thank you, much appreciated, as always. Now go! Avoid spoilers. I'm not talking about spoilers right now anyways. It's just, it drives me batty that they do that. See, I think I'm going to do that. I hate to be negative about this game, but screw you. So, characters are seemingly one note, but developed in support combos, which are locked behind a friggin' grind wall. Oh, sure, Bio, that makes perfect sense. You know what doesn't make perfect sense? Adding mandatory grind to a game to access the meat of the content. Doesn't matter if it's a grind wall to progress at all, to get through the game, or maybe having to push through a specific section of content, or being able to access meat content, like, say, accessing, side plots that are relevant, or whatever, or being able to access a crafting minigame that enables you to see the true story of the whatcha-fig. It doesn't matter what is being locked behind the grind wall. The grind wall is the main problem here. So I think, I'm looking at my notes here. I'm gonna go ahead and codify several of these. I'm gonna debate this one some more. And I'm gonna go ahead and just codify these. So we're just gonna codify a bunch of stuff here. I've had some time to process and think about it. So we're up to 4 negatives. No. We're up to 5 negatives. I really should add a second negative for that. Two negatives for the music. I don't feel the need to make my point there. Gameplay-wise, we're up to that many gameplay pluses. Story minuses, so there's our story negative. That's for the support combo problem. I mentioned the stilted exposition, but actually they only really did that once. That's why that's still just sitting there in italics. It hasn't really been an issue except for that one time. And the voice direction isn't good, but I don't actually think it's bad. So we're still kind of sitting on that one, too. So neither of those are codified negatives yet. And we're going ahead and adding a plus for characters and a plus for characterization. Yeah, it's very inconsistent. Funny fact, I found out who the voice director is for this game. And I'm going to fail at pronouncing his name, but it's Patrick Seiss. So, that's weird. Am I saying his name right at all? Patrick Seiss? Seiss? I don't know, whatever. Also known as one of the extremely common voice actors over at Blizzard. Like, he has done a huge number of characters in Blizzard. He is a long-standing voice actor, and apparently he just doesn't know how to pull voice direction out of his actors, or maybe he only tried with about half of them. That would explain the inconsistency. Now, what time is it? Yeah, that's what I thought. It is basically time for lunch. So we're going to go ahead and see our support convo, 1, here. And then we're going to chop off for lunch.
Dorothea, I want to be asking you a question.
Oh, please do.
Why have you come to Garreg Mach? Is your goal different from the rest?
Yes, I suppose. Everyone here is an heir or an heiress, but not me. I'm just a commoner. When I enrolled in the Officers' Academy, I was different than everyone else. I wanted to secure my future, and my big idea was to marry money. Ever since, I've been dating different, terribly well-to-do men, searching for a good one. So far, there's been no reason for a second date.
Marrying money? That is not sounding like a good idea. Money would be a bad husband.
Pretty much.
But you treat me well. I have so much gratitude. Well, why do you show me such friendliness when I am not money?
Oh, no, Petra. This isn't like that. I like spending time with friends. It's wonderful being friends with you. And I hope we can stay close for a long time to come.
Yes, I have that hope too. But I have also been thinking of who is good for me.
Oh, I see.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
Oh, I know why. Because we're both trouble for Imperial nobility.
Yes, we both have troubles.
Feels nice, doesn't it? Knowing that together we can irritate that many people. Since we've already got a lot in common, let's get to know each other better, shall we?
Petra's been pretty consistently good. Bernadetta is a bit of a mixed bag. She goes a little bit too high-pitched every now and again. Dorothea's functional. Mercedes is just kind of off. Flane's okay. Edelgard has been pretty good. In fact, all 3 of the mains have been pretty good. Shamir is pretty decent, too. I was going to do something, and that was... this. Our favorite thing to do. Yeah, I think we're going to Dragon Quest it with the main character. I should explain. So in Dragon Quest, there's actually quite a few items that permanently raise your stats by 1. Usually there's, you know, I don't know, a handful of those throughout the course of the game that you get. And then there's ways to get even more of them. And my usual approach in a Dragon Quest game is to just dump all of them onto the main character, since the main character is such a catch-all, and will, in almost every Dragon Quest game, always be in the party, so it's always useful, basically. It was Bernadetta. No, it wasn't. It was Dorothea. Yep, okay. Just making sure of something. And I wanted to check something else. What did I want to check? It is a little weird to use an item in this game, but whatever. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. I just keep waiting for the really expensive stuff to show up, by the way, in case you're wondering why I am still not, like, spending most of my money. That, and I don't really need to. So, you know, there's that. Sort this out really quick. There's the Blessed Lance, but again, I still don't have a dude. Hey Kevin, welcome to basically the lunch break. In fact, I should just chop off the local recording right now.